What it do, man? You are now tuned in to the Hoodspiracy Theory Show. It's your boy, Dr. Deep.
It's your boy, the knowledgeable one.
And the one nigga Damas.
You dig? We back to kick that shit like we kick it. You know what I'm talking about, man? Um, what is an actual conspiracy theory? Like people love to play with that word, and even today is seen as taboo as a sense. You feel me? Like to y'all, what is a conspiracy theory?
Um, Honestly, I'd say I don't think there's a such thing as conspiracy theories anymore. All the conspiracy theories are starting to turn out to be truths.
Hmm. So that's a bar. Like, wait, is is truth within the theory? So it's no longer a conspiracy. What about you, nigga Damas? What's a conspiracy theory to you?
We done lost Nico Damas.
Man, well, um, to
They done
me,
raided his house already.
man, they done kicked the door already. It's lethal out here. To me, I feel like a conspiracy theory is to somebody who I don't want to say people aren't woke, but to somebody who doesn't have self knowledge of self. A conspiracy theory sounds like a outlandish thing that is something that's just made up. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, most of the things that were seen as conspiracy theories, man, I actually like have been omens in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like
Would it
shit been coming true.
would it be safe to say that they're government urban legends?
Almost. But I'm just still sticking on the word of, just theory. So if you got something that's a theory and you prove it to be true, then it's no longer a theory no more. So all you got is a conspiracy at this point. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And then if you want to I know people, everybody's hip to like the Simpsons shit, how they predicted shit that's your or made shit in that cartoon that's actually coming true today. So, man, I don't know about the conspiracy theory shit, especially when we live in this day and age where motherfuckers is proving everything to be damn near fact or
Look,
real anyway.
I got a theory on that too. I don't know if this is the right episode for that or not, but I definitely have a theory about that as well.
on what?
With the Simpsons,
I mean, let's talk about it because I mean, this is what basically.
so we can look at it like the Simpsons are predicting the future, but we can what they say with those people, the Illuminati and stuff, right? They say that they have to tell you the truth before it happens. How we know that that's not them doing that, and then the
Facts.
things happen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Facts. I mean, that's what they say. They have to do. They have to tell you they doing the dirt right in front of you. They have to tell you that they doing it before they do it. In the sense of the spiritual war, you know what I'm saying?
They say
Um,
it's universal law. Yeah,
yeah, they got to tell you that they about to do you dirty. So I feel like television programming, like you said, television, they basically telling you what they want you to see, and programming is basically they're programming you on what they want you to see,
And
what
what
they
they
want
want
you, what they
to
like.
believe.
Yeah, and okay, so
I mean it's called a program. Well, a program is something that's you know what I mean. It's installed to for preparation, right? So it's crazy that it's called a program, and programming is prepping and preparing and installing you to be ready for something, and then it's television. They're telling you a vision. You know what I mean? So that's a whole nother rabbit trail in itself.
facts.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, so is it safe to say that everything that you see on TV can be taken as a reality? You know how some people say it's just man, it's just TV. But I think I have a saying where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I'm
Fact.
saying? All of these ideas didn't just spark out of genius minds out of nowhere. It's too many similarities. You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
it's a fine line with all that shit. You know what I mean? You got to figure out what you want to buy into and what you don't want to buy into when it comes to, what we watching.
Okay, so that brings me to keeping it on the same subject because we're gonna dive into the Simpsons, I believe. But with so everything that we partake in is a consumption. We are consumers. You know what I'm saying? We consume a lot, and consuming just isn't in the bullshit that they be trying to get us to eat. That just mean we consume a lot of that. But when it comes to television, we consume in the things that we watch, the things we listen to. You understand what I'm saying? So we're consuming this programming on a constant basis, and I feel like it's all being done to desensitize us when the things that we see like in the Simpsons come true in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these aliens, this stuff that we've been used to seeing on television so much that when you see a UFO on Instagram, somebody recording it, you be like, oh man, it's
Yeah.
aliens. It's nothing new to you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's definitely done on purpose to desensitize us. All the things they put in TV and in The Simpsons, a lot of the times, like what man, The Simpsons damn near don't miss.
At all, from the Trump
Nah,
shit to everything that's going on.
yeah. Like,
Yeah,
and it'd be random. It'd be like, so like, right, for example, Nicodemus brought up the Trump thing, right? There is a scene with Trump being president going down an escalator with somebody holding up a sign. And
Mhm.
sure enough, that exact scene, not just Trump be a president, but that exact scene happened.
yeah,
Mhm.
facts.
And like that's a little too spot on. And like, I don't believe in coincidences. The universe is too vast for there to be coincidences. Like, statistically, with the way the universe is, a coincidence should never happen.
Mhm.
Why do you say that? Because of yeah, go ahead, break it down. Why do you
There,
say
there, there's
coincidence?
too there's too many random probabilities. There's too many random probabilities. Even just with two people, right? There's too many random things. Everything has to be right time, right place, right moment. Like, with the randomness and the vastness of the universe, a coincidence should never happen. It should never happen.
I get what you're saying because like you said with people, there's so many different people eat different things, they drink different things, they think different things, they feel different things, you know what I'm
They
saying?
make
So
different decisions and choices, right? So for a coincidence to happen, like, it's almost like it's. I mean, if you want to go into the Matrix thing, it's programmed to happen, or it's if it's destiny or fate. It's supposed, like, it's the role that was supposed to play out in this movie called life.
Yeah, but coincidences could also, from my point of view, could also come from demographics too, because if we play it back into, just being brought up in the same area, like you was talking about. Okay, we all eat different shit, we all do different shit, but if we all live in the same demographic or the same area, then we typically are going to do the same kind of things just to a different extent. You see, I'm
yeah,
going.
we will be like-minded in some sense. I get what you're saying.
Exactly. So there will be some slight coincidental stuff that happens between people coming from the same upbringing or living in the same area type thing.
So
Okay.
so
Go
if
ahead.
if I'm about to if I call one of you two, right, and this has happened with both of y'all before, you be like, damn, bruh, I was just picking up the phone to call you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that, there's so much that's going on, like, in life, like in y'all's personal life and my personal life, that to pick up the phone at the same time, it's kind of crazy. It's
Mm-hmm.
really kind of crazy.
That's true. That's a minute thing that is overlooked a lot of the times because that happens more often than, you know what I'm saying,
And knowing
than we think.
and knowing how busy all three of us are, for us to pick up the phone at the same time, or like right when you're picking it up to call, like it rings and it's one of y'all, that's crazy. Like just knowing the different intricate things that are going on in each one of our lives. Like it's a small thing, but it's like, wow. You know what I mean?
It is, but are we just creatures of habit and nature though? So even though we sometimes be consumed with life and be so busy, of course, are we still a creature of the habit that we have? Because we don't never necessarily look at the time when we have the conversation. It just be like, damn, I was about to call you, but we don't be looking like, damn, it's 7:17. I was about to call. You know what I mean? But it could be that habit in us because we are truthfully just creatures of habit. You know what I mean? So it could be almost that habit or that sense of like, damn near like when you wake up every day at 8 o'clock with an alarm clock, and then for some reason you start waking up without that alarm clock at 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So could it be that sense of habit forming, and we notice that we out of that habit? Well, damn, I might need to call my. You know, I don't know. You know what I mean?
I would tend to think that's more of an inner, because you know we're photon beings, right? We're light beings, energy beings. Without going into the long drawn out explanation, you know, we're energy beings. I believe a lot in energy, sounds, wavelengths, things like that. Which actually wouldn't make it coincidence at that point. And even with what you're saying, wouldn't make it coincidence, but it would make it more of a tuning thing.
Yeah, yeah, right. Definitely, definitely, definitely.
Okay, I get what you're saying. So dig this. You know how they say some of our ancestors could communicate telepathically.
Hmm.
And us as humans, we have the ability to do so as well. We just don't tap into that portion of our brain that enables us to do so. So what
Fluoride in the
if,
water,
I
etc.,
mean,
etc.
facts, but what if internally your energy or your soul, whatever you want to call it, your higher being is sending out that signal without you realizing it, and it's something that you do effortlessly. You
Mm-hmm.
just you never understand that you're doing it. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And then to us in our human form, like you said, with the fluoride and the the jammed up pineal gland, you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? We don't realize that you actually made that happen, and we're forced. The brain is forced to make it seem like, oh, that's crazy. It's a coincidence. I was just, no,
Mm-hmm.
it's not. I sent for you in a
Yeah,
sense. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
definitely. Yeah.
and you answered. That's why we both got on the phone in this human form and made that connection. Because you know what I'm saying? We actually communicated. We just didn't
It
realize we were communicating.
I believe that, because I really do believe with us being energy beings, everything's frequency. Like, you know, like there's been studies that have come out recently saying that everything, like our atoms vibrate a certain frequency, right? Everything's frequencies. All atoms, all that have frequencies. So like it's the and those frequencies we share with the planets, right? We share because the planets have frequencies, the stars, everything has, and there's dark matter, light matter, right? Us being light beings, I believe it's very possible that when we release certain frequencies, you know, energy doesn't go away. It just it you know what I mean? It just moves forward. It transfers into other energies. I feel
Mhm.
like that could definitely be something right there. Like, you know what I mean? The frequency be tapped in to, okay, I'm gonna get a hold of this individual, and then bam, their frequency be on the same point. So like it meets, it matches, and it's right. Okay, like
Mm-hmm.
we're both on that same wavelength, same energy, same frequency. And that's what causes that, which still erases the coincidence.
Mm-hmm. It's
Facts.
like me.
So
It's
it's
like you was
still
talking about earlier when you used to nigga we using Kroger. You was waiting on that frequency to hit you. You ain't get
right.
there.
Yeah, yeah, man. It's because yeah, we send out them signals. We
Yeah.
just like as much as we are water based human
Facts.
beings, we are electric, and we don't
Mm-hmm.
we don't really use that. We're not really familiar with that form, but we are. The body is an electric conduit
Mm-hmm.
itself. You know what I'm saying? That's why they tell you keep your body alkaline. The only thing close to electricity is, in that sense, is a battery, alkaline battery. You know what I'm saying? It's related to energy. You know what I'm saying? All of that is correlated. But to bring it full circle back to the
The
programming,
program. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I feel like these things are put in place to disable that certain ability to communicate telepathically. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like they throw all of this stuff in your face, pause, and we consume it. Like I said, we consume all of this, these negative images, these emotion filled scenes, these this propaganda, this news propaganda,
Man,
and
it's like something as simple as like back when they used to tell you that milk was good for you.
facts,
It's like
facts.
something as simple as that. And then you grow up, 20 years, 10 years down the line, you realize
It's
that
terrible
shit's
for
only
you.
made for cows.
Why would you be drinking that?
You know what I mean? But it's
Drink
that
this
shit.
animal mucus. It's good for you.
You know what I mean?
Come on, man. What is that? Like, what are we talking about? What you, bruh? And they used to. Can you do y'all remember them commercials? Like, if you was
Uh,
around in that era, if not, you could probably get on YouTube right now and look it up. Like, milk does a body good commercial. They used to have a little scrawny person go, a little scrawny dude come out, and they have him drink a glass of milk, and then the screen will change, and you come back, and he got all of these muscles and all of that. They don't tell you the nigga probably got cancer. You got three different types of cancer and tumors and high
man.
blood pressure and heart problems and all that other shit, man.
Facts,
You ain't supposed
facts.
to be putting that shit in your body, man. What the fuck? But they tell you that shit on TV. They feed it to you. You know what I'm saying? They tell you this, yeah, this is what it is. Every 15 seconds, commercials come on, man, and then this got milk commercial or it's a McDonald's commercial. Like I really ain't trying to eat nothing that I see a commercial for.
Nah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It's like the same thing. I relate that back to life because I got I have very young parents. You know, and I'm
Mhm.
still old than a motherfucker. But with that being said, I had to grow up and learn that, since my mother had me at such a young age, that we were growing up and learning together. So I couldn't fault her for nothing. But that's the same thing with, the shit that we was taught 20 years ago. 20 years ago, the state of the world or America, whatever you want to call it, was still in a growing and learning phase. So the shit that they telling you, even though it may have been wrong, who's to say right or wrong, whether they even knew the shit was right or wrong? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you growing, you only know what you know, and that's life in a nutshell. You only know what you know until somebody else brings you something different or shows you something different. Then you learn something different. So,
Facts.
Facts, man. And that just think about that. How long were we putting that milk in our body? Because this is what we were programmed to think before we woke up and realized this shit is terrible for you. I know for me, I was in my 20s.
mm-hmm.
You feel me? Before I'm realizing, man, what is this that I'm actually drinking? What is this? And why does the shit that comes out of a female's titty taste way different, look different than this shit right here? But I
Mm-hmm.
can't get enough of this red top for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Nah, facts. And then they take you off of it early to, rewind and tie shit back in together. They take your shit off of you early to make sure that pineal gland is blocked to make sure that you get that blockage of the baby.